Assalamualaikum dear students. As you know, I'm Hamza, Rehman, an English instructor for level 7 from the VII school class. As you guys know, just because of this pandemic, again we are going to have our online classes, online sessions, and all these video lectures. Inshallah, school will open soon. We can just pray, but as you know, guys, that the new session has been started. And the new session, the very first topic of new session is, what is the first topic? As I have told you that there are two parts of English: English language and English literature. As I have instructed you that first we are going to learn the topic from language, then we will be having the next topic from literature. So the very first topic, the topic which you have been learning since your childhood, since 1 class. So let me tell you the topic. Now, if I ask what is noun, so you will be having multiple answers in your mind, like what is noun, because you guys have been learning it since your childhood. But now, like, let me give you an example. You discussed like in one class, so you discussed like level of one class. When you discussed in level second, so you discussed on the level of level 2. So now you are in senior class, so we will discuss it like a senior class. Like more examples, multiple examples, and then deep things of noun. Actually, noun is very important topic. It will not leave you till the last class of your education. Okay, so let's discuss about noun. But if you are thinking that the definition will be changed, no, definition will remain same. The definition which you discussed in level 1, the same definition would be there, because noun is just noun. Noun is a word. The simplest definition of noun is a naming word. If someone asks how we can see that noun is a naming word, it means noun is the name of person, place, thing, or etc. Like everything which is having names, it means it is a noun. If I ask you that, can you tell me that which does not have any name, entire word? Definitely your answer will be no, because there is no anything in the world that does not have a name. It means all the things in the world is noun. If you look at your surrounding, like I'm having chair, marker, board, camera, mic, table, notes. All the things are having names. It means all the things are noun. So noun is a naming word. Okay? But today we are going to discuss about the types of nouns with details according to your level. So let's discuss some more things about noun. So here is the chart of types of noun, like noun, common noun, proper noun. Then the types of common noun, countable noun, uncountable noun. Then the types of countable noun, concrete noun, abstract noun. Then the same types of uncountable noun, concrete noun, abstract noun. Then the collective noun, material noun, and compound noun. All these are the types of noun which we are going to discuss today. If you see your book like page number 1, look at the page number 1, then there is a complete chart of the types of nouns. Like as I have told you that noun is a naming word. The simplest definition in your book: names of creatures, place, things, meaning or qualities. It means, like as I have told you that everything which has a name, it means it is a noun. And then the types: common noun and proper noun. As you guys have been learning now since your childhood, the same thing like general nouns. The noun which is used generally for all, it means it is common noun, like girl, boy, student. I cannot say to a particular person that you are a student. Everyone is a student in your class. But if I say Ali will be proper noun, because Ali is a particular name of a person. If I am taking a particular name of a person, of a place, or anything, like if I say that Karachi is a particular name of a city. If I am saying city, so I can say city to every city, like city Meerut, city Hyderabad, city Islamabad, city Lahore. But I cannot say Karachi, that I am studying in Karachi. No, because I am studying in Meerut. And to these are the two different cities and they are having two different names. So the particular names will be considered as proper noun and the general names will be considered as common noun. Like as I have given you the examples, girls, city, subject, monuments. These are common names. And Sheila, Karachi, Kasim. These are your proper nouns. Got it, guys? Countable noun. The easiest definition of countable noun is the nouns which can be counted are called countable nouns. In countable noun, the nouns which cannot be counted are uncountable noun. Like if I can count the noun like book, how many books you have? I can count it with the counting like I have 4 books, I have 5 books, I have 6 books. If I can count, it means this is a countable noun. But if I say that water, can I count the water? Definitely no. I cannot say 1 water, 2 water, 3 water. It means that water is uncountable noun. If I cannot count it with the counting. Okay, guys? So countable noun can be counted, uncountable noun cannot be counted. There are types of countable noun: concrete noun, abstract noun. Concrete noun. What is concrete noun? According to your book, guys, can be experienced through any of the 5 senses. Examples: wall, paper, chair, car. If I make it easy for you guys, like concrete noun means like if a noun can be touched or seen, it means it is concrete noun. Like I am having marker in my hand. Can I touch it? Or can you see it? Definitely we can see it, we can touch it. It means it is concrete noun. The nouns which we cannot touch, we cannot see, it means this is abstract noun. The second type, like air. And can you touch air? Definitely no, we cannot touch air. Just we can feel. The nouns which just we can feel, we cannot touch, we cannot see. These nouns will be considered as abstract noun. Like my voice. You are listening to my voice. Can you touch my voice? Can you tell me the color of my voice? Definitely no. Because you cannot see my voice. Just you can listen to my voice, you can feel my voice. It means my voice, like not just my voice, every voice will be considered as abstract noun. Got it? The same definition of concrete and abstract and uncountable. And then collective noun. According to your book, groups. Like if I say that army. Army is a singular noun, but there are many soldiers in army. So these kind of nouns will be considered as collective noun. The noun is singular, but there are many people in this noun. Like class, there are many students in class. Multiple students sit in the classroom, but the class is a singular noun. So these kind of noun will be considered as collective noun. Material noun, like materials used to make different things. Example: silicone, ivory, wood, cement. The material which we use or which industries use to make some new things, these kind of things considered as material noun, like plastic, iron, steel. All these things come in the material noun. And the second thing, compound noun. Multi-word noun, like the group of 2 or more than 2 words which gives us a single meaning. They will be 2 or more than 2 words, but they will give us a single meaning and single sense. Like if I say news, news is a different word, and paper is a separate word, newspaper. But if I make it a group, newspaper, now it is giving us a single meaning and single sense. News is giving a different meaning, paper is giving a different meaning, but newspaper, now these 2 words, mean a group of words, is giving us a complete meaning and a single sense. Got it, guys? So these kind of nouns will be considered as compound noun. So this is your noun, guys, and the many things we have discussed in our online classes. And we will be discussing more things about topic now. If you are having any question, any confusion regarding the topic which we have discussed, so please let me know. And what is the homework, what you have to do at your home, will be informed. You will be informed in your online class. Till that, thank you so much. Love.